Over half of Americans would struggle to cover a $500 emergency. Let that sink in. A flat tire, a medical bill, or a last-minute flight could completely derail someone's finances. And when unexpected costs hit, and they always do, it's not just about money. It's about stress, sleepless nights, and tough decisions like choosing between rent and groceries. That's where an emergency fund comes in. It's not glamorous, it won't make you rich, but it will keep you from financial disaster. And in a world where job markets shift overnight, interest rates rise suddenly, and personal crises can strike at any time, having cash set aside is no longer optional. It's essential. This video will show you how to build a bulletproof emergency fund step by step. You'll learn why it matters, how much you need, how to actually save it, and how to stick with your plan even when life changes. Let's start by looking at the hard truth. Most people aren't prepared. And that's a problem. Why emergency funds matter more than ever. Let's talk numbers. A 2024 MarketWatch report revealed that 57% of Americans couldn't cover a $1,000 emergency without borrowing money or using a credit card. Another study from Ramsey Solutions showed that nearly 40% live paycheck to paycheck with no savings buffer at all. That means millions of people are one paycheck away from chaos. And it's not always because of poor choices. Life is expensive. Rent's rising, inflation eats away at purchasing power, and even small surprises, like a vet bill or a car repair, can blow up your month. Now think about bigger emergencies: a job layoff, medical crisis, or economic downturn. Without savings, these moments go from stressful to catastrophic. That's why an emergency fund isn't just a nice to have. It's the cornerstone of financial stability. It buys you time when life goes wrong, time to find a new job, time to heal without worrying about bills, time to make smart decisions instead of panicked ones. It's also the first step to building wealth, because when emergencies don't knock you down, you can keep moving forward with your goals. So, how much do you really need? Let's break it down. How much should you save? There's no one-size-fits-all answer, but here's a proven guideline. You should aim for 3 to 6 months worth of essential expenses. What does that include? Think: rent or mortgage utilities, food insurance premiums, minimum debt payments, transportation, childcare if applicable. So if your bare bones monthly costs are $2,000, you'd want an emergency fund between $6,000 and $12,000. If you're single with a stable job, 3 months might be enough. But if you have dependents, freelance income, or unstable work, lean closer to 6. Not sure where to start? Here's a simple formula. Calculate your monthly essentials. Not Netflix, not DoorDash. Multiply by 3 to 6, depending on your comfort level. That's your target emergency fund. It might feel like a big number, and that's okay. You're not saving it all at once. It's a journey. And like any big goal, it starts with one step. So how do you get there? Let's build your plan. How to build your emergency fund. Saving money is tough, especially when bills are high and income feels tight. But building an emergency fund is possible, even if you're starting from scratch. Here are 5 effective ways to get it done. 1. Automate your savings. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to a high-yield savings account. Start small. $10 or $25 a week adds up fast. When it's automated, you're not relying on willpower. It just happens. 2. Save unexpected money tax refund, stimulus check, birthday cash. Save it. Instead of spending windfalls, treat them like a shortcut to your savings goal. Even $100 here and there can push you forward. 3. Slash 1. Expense temporarily. Pick one area like takeout, subscriptions, or entertainment and cut back for 30 days. Redirect that money to your emergency fund. You don't have to live like a monk forever, just make temporary sacrifices for long-term peace of mind. Start a micro side hustle, deliver groceries, freelance online, sell unused stuff, or try gig work. Even $100 a month from a side hustle can fuel your emergency fund without affecting your main income. 5. Use a visual tracker. Print out a thermometer chart or progress bar and fill it in as your savings grow. Seeing your progress can keep you motivated, even if the numbers are small at first. The key is consistency, not perfection. Keep showing up, keep saving, even if it's just a little. Your future self will thank you. Staying on track as life changes. Saving is one thing, sticking with it is another. Here's how to work your emergency fund plan long-term. Track your progress. Check in monthly, look at how much you've saved, what worked, and what didn't. Celebrate milestones. Every $500 is a win. Adjust your goal as life evolves. Got a new job? Had a baby? Moved to a more expensive area? Update your expense numbers and adjust your emergency fund goal. This isn't a set it and forget it fund. It should reflect your current life. Avoid temptation. Keep your emergency fund in a separate savings account, not your main checking. This adds a layer of friction so you're not tempted to dip into it for non-emergencies. Remember, concert tickets and new gadgets don't count as emergencies. Replenish after use. If you do tap into your fund, great, that's what it's there for. But make a plan to refill it as soon as you're back on your feet. Think of it like a seatbelt. Once it saves your life, you buckle it again for the next ride. Over time, your emergency fund becomes more than just money. It becomes confidence. Confidence that you can handle whatever life throws at you without falling apart. Emergencies aren't a matter of if, they're a matter of when. And the difference between a crisis and an inconvenience is how prepared you are. Building an emergency fund won't solve all your money problems, but it will protect you when things go sideways. It gives you breathing room, financial stability, and the power to make better choices when life gets hard. So here's your challenge. Pick a number, any number. Start with $500. Then work your way up to 1 month, then 3, then 6. Automate it, track it, protect it, and don't stop. Drop a comment below and tell me your emergency fund goal. $1,000? $5,000? More? Let's start the conversation and hold each other accountable. And if you want more videos like this, practical, honest, no-hype money content, subscribe to WealthWise Daily and hit that bell so you never miss a financial tip that could change your life. Your financial future doesn't begin when everything is perfect. It begins when you decide to be ready, no matter what. Let's get to work.